Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Letice here for introductions and knows. I am, of course, Letice. I do readings on here, as well as you can book with me down below for personal reading. I have different types, so go ahead and check that out. Also, we'll be on Twitch again starting this Thursday and or Friday. So check out the reaction to videos, answer questions, talk, all the good jazz and things. So with that being said and done, like, comment, share, and subscribe. So let's shut up, thrive. We're gonna get straight into it. So I wanted to do something where it's like, what is your last day gonna look like, and not like last day on Earth, because bitch, oh my God, I'm tangled up. I am tangled up. Excuse me, sorry. Fuck. But I wanted to do something about like your last day before transformation. What is it going to look like? What is it going to feel like? What is the overall energy? We're going to get into that, possibly things. So this breakthrough, signs, signals to possibly look out for, messages, like, oh, butterfly, bird, parakeet, type things. So what is the last day going to look like before you get your blessings, before you get the transformation, before there's a shift, before you get justice, whatever you're feeling like you need this big break for? What is it going to look like? What is the last date before everything shifts going to look like? Okay, so with that in mind, we are just going to be going ahead and doing this deck that looks like this for all the cards. So go ahead and just choose between 1 and a 2 and a 3. That will be down in the description below. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hello, pal number 1. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How is it going? So let's go ahead and get your overall energy for what it is going to look like and feel like with layers. You got transformation and gratitude. What is it going to look like? What is the overall energy for this last day, for this last moment, before this shift, before this breakthrough, before this justice, before this change, before this revelation, whatever it is? Let's see what the overall energy is going to be. Ooh, baby, don't break, don't break, don't break. I need to. Okay. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Alrighty. Spirit, what's the overall energy for power 1? We got fire energy coming in here. So this can be you're feeling extra hot that day. It could be that you're craving spicy food. It could be that you're seeing a lot of the color red or a lot of things that are red. I'm hearing writing with a red pen. Typically, red pens are used for corrections. So it's letting me know that something is going to be getting corrected. It's like something being headed back to you almost, and things are now corrected, but in your favor. So something that you can work with this information. This fire energy is also about passion, desire, creativity, and action. So you could be getting, I'm seeing, oh, I'm doing a lot of adjustments with you guys too. I'm seeing a lot of like scrambling around, like paperwork, running around. I'm seeing this scene from SpongeBob where he's like getting rid of everything, and like it's like a fire, and he's gotten rid of everything. It's kind of like it's things are going to be getting rid of. It's going to feel like one thing after another, and a way it's just like, but that's because it's like blowing it out. It's like what do they say? Like fires is one of the most crazy or saddest things because it leaves no trace. It doesn't leave anything behind. Like it takes everything with it. It burns it down to nothing. And so you have nothing behind. That's why they also say close your doors when you go to sleep, because if you leave your door open, it leaves for a lot more air to come through, and air feeds the fire. So that can also be a sign of doors being closed. They're not being opened because, again, the fire is going to burn it. And so it's like essentially closing this door, setting up boundaries, setting up understanding, setting up trust with your spirit team, with yourself. So that way, when the fire does come through, when it's taking the people that don't really care, when it's removing away from opportunities that would be draining or piss poor, that are not for you, when it's burning all that up, right? Are we really seeing shit out of the corner? But I just seen like a figure, little rose, like move. I seen like the shoe move, but obviously the shoe didn't move. But it's like it's energy of things moving out of the corner of your eye. But it's this change again. just to kind of bring it to basic terms, you can see things that are animal spirits, essentially like salamanders, geckos, things that can be out in the heat for a long time, like tortoises. So things that, you can be seeing a lot of those animals are very bright, red, vibrant animals, or really red dream, seeing that energy. I'm hearing you could be invited to a barbecue as well. So it's things around that are symboling this fire energy, this light energy. I'm hearing, what is that place? It's like I'm seeing you go to places that have like sun all year round, things of that sort. So it's really pushing into this energy for you, this dynamic of that's what's currently happening here for you around this fire, around this energy. Now I'm seeing like fire alarm chili. So like going to festivals, going to events, um, yeah, all those things. So really taking that in. Let's see if we got any other overall energy before we start pulling some cards. Yeah, we got spiritual cleansing coming in here. So you can be, I'm hearing getting rid of clothes. You can be drawn to wear certain types of earrings or head scarves or certain types of clothes. It's also spiritual cleansing your body because it's adorning it. You could be going through a big spring cleaning, or like you just decided to really clean things out. Clean out your closet, clean out this, like spiritual cleansing that you could decide to go to the river or take a spiritual bath or buy something to get that spiritual bath. It could be somebody inviting you here into a retreat or to like a spa type thing where it's cleansing you out that way. So, ooh, it can be signs like that where all of a sudden, like I haven't been able to crack my back in so long. I haven't been able to get really good sleep in so long. I haven't been able to just rest on a Sunday in so long. I keep hearing in so long. So it's this energy where it is putting you in this mode, this calming energy of truly being cleansed. You ever like get out of the shower, like if you're a woman, and you ain't gotta be, that I took a full shower. Where you wash your hair, where you shave, where you do the scrub, where you do the exfoliant, where you do the steam, and then like you really go deep in. And then after that you get into your clean sheets and you got the candles lit in you. You're drinking your favorite drink possibly, and you're just relaxing, and like it's that energy. It feels like that energy that's coming in for you. You're going to feel like that. Like spirit is changing a lot, but making you calm at the same time. Like, how am I calm when shit is, you know? Um, yeah, definitely in that energy. Let's go ahead, spirit, and see what further messages we have for the collective in regards to this energy. We have bullied, bullier, and growth. Okay, so this is letting me know, and this right under the fire. This is what they're getting rid of. These are just getting rid of just bullies in your life, essentially. And it doesn't have to be like people that are close. It can be bosses that are bullies. People that are over abusing their power. It can be family members, whatever. But it's like this bully energy that they're getting rid of, or the feeling that you could be bullied. It's burning in energy because it's like, no. Especially with this coming in. Yeah, nothing on the back of the deck. That's the end of the card. This says, no one should know you better than you. And that's right under spiritual cleansing. Again, it's going to give you this feeling of being just so calm, so sure that everything's going to work out, everything's going to be handled. There's a reason I'm doing this. There's a reason I'm seeing this. There's a reason I'm craving this. There's a reason I've been wearing red consistently. Whatever it is, it's like this energy that you're walking in. It could be painting your nails red. It's something around this energy where you're drawn to this fire spirit. It could be being a whole lot more vocal. It can be hilariously being around Leo, Sagittarius, and the Aries. They start coming into your life. You're like, hold on, what's happening? So it's this energy, and it's clearing out the bully so that when you can recognize again, and it's like you could have felt like you could be bullied, or people felt like they could bully you, but it's because no one should know you better than you know yourself. I say that all the time. No one should know you better than you know yourself. And so with the spiritual cleansing, it's almost like bringing you back to you, and that's why you're feeling this calming energy. That's why you're feeling this centered energy while everything is happening for you and in your favor. Because like I said, this is the signs and messages that you're going to get and feel right before the big transformation, the big blessing, the big justice, the big change. So it's this recognition that they want you to know nobody's going to know you better than you. Nobody. Nobody. And so they want you to stand in that and know that you are leading yourself on the right path and in the right way that is necessary, okay? Let's go ahead and get some final messages here for them, Spirit. Oh my God, they fucking scared me. I said, what the fuck is that noise? We have, which hilarious, as soon as they came on commercial, because the video in it is literally an hour-long video, but I'm playing it, you know. But as soon as the video ended, look what it says. Pause and talk. Pause and talk. And that's coming right over here, right under the bully, right under the fire. And what that means is kind of like pausing in the moment and talking. And recognizing who's listening is what I'm hearing. Recognizing who's listening, who's paying attention, who's asking questions, who's adding to the conversation. And recognize who's being a bully, refuting information, being the devil's advocate. They got some type of fire inside of them that's angry, but not really substance. But with this pause and talk, it's like you pausing a moment, because I made this when I'm watching something, I like to pause it, and people are like, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's fine. I can pause it and talk with you. This conversation, it's fine, and I can just press play and resume what I need. And so with this pause, it's like you're stopping to have a conversation, or you're stopping, and Spirit is giving you a revelation, some information, so that way you can actually communicate that and have that be the focus, have that be the pivot point, so that way you're not distracted like, oh shit, hold on, let me pause. Let's get into the good part. Now I can pause while we're in a deep conversation. No, it's not. I'm going to pause. Then we can get deep in the conversation. So it's pausing possible distractions. Again, removing people from your life so that way you can talk freely and express and allow those communications to come in. Because it says, don't bring me no bad news. If you know where that's from, shouts out to you. But again, it's like, don't bring me no bad news. And that's also right across from pause and talk and right under the spiritual cleansing. Again, it's like this energy that is clearing out, is I keep saying justice. It's this burning energy of things that are not for you, that don't serve you, that aren't with it. And so with this spiritual cleanse, it's like I'm not saying life could sometimes happen, but again, this is right before it happens, is recognizing I'm not going to get any bad news. So if you're not going to bring me bad news, what you're going to bring me is going to be what? Good news. Good news. Good news. Because we have plant and nurture the seed, uproot when need be. Because even plants, sometimes when they start growing out and their roots start getting bigger, they have to be uprooted and put inside of a bigger planter. And that's currently what's happening, because that's right on top of the fire and the spiritual cleansing. You have planted seeds. They have grown. But with this pause and talk is that you recognize possibly where the distractions were, possibly where your roots are growing, possibly where the change is needed, and you're using that fire, that determination, that passion to put them over in a place where they can grow even more, where they can blossom and be there. What did I say? I'm led by my desires with courage, never fear. Okay, and it says, I can make this up, but it wouldn't be the truth, and wouldn't be real, and you wouldn't even get a fucking message from it. This is your final card. Being burned at both ends, spiritual cleansing. Come on. Come the fuck on. Spiritual cleansing and the fire. And what I say is burning up things that are not needed. You're going to be attracted to the heat, spicy foods. You are being burned on both ends. And you already took your seed. You already been uprooted where it needs to be, so that way you can get that spiritual cleanse and be led by your desires. With courage, with faith, with confidence, or knowing that can't nobody try you because don't nobody know you. Ooh, I say. Look at that gratitude rampage. Come on now. It says, keep your manifestations. I'm sorry, it says, keep your mouth, and then I exit out, closed. All will soon be revealed. Yes. This is your time. So you feel like things are happening and you feel like you're literally being burned on both ends, just know you picked up that seed and you put it somewhere else and spirit is working with you. Gratitude rampage here to come. Don't bring me no mad news because I'm only expecting the good right now. Ah, shit, baby, this is for you, pal number one. I'm so excited and so happy. I love you. Love yourselves more. Ah, fucking shit, baby. Alrighty, pile number two. Hope that you are doing well. Let's go ahead and get into what is the energy, the feeling, the emotions, the signs going to be like before your big shift, your change, your transformation happens for you. Okay. So I don't know why I keep winking with you, but also winking is a sign. I have to look it up because I kept winking like consistently for like a week, and I'm like, why the fuck am I winking? What the fuck is something wrong? But I looked it up, and it's actually spirit communicating with you. It's like a conversation, like or a sign or a message from the divine, like when you wink. So it's like divinity, like, hey, talking to you, hey. um, so yeah, that can be a sign because yeah, I'm like over here like, hey, I know I'm too. So let's go ahead and get into your overall energy, your overall shift as well, because I'm already can feel that you are definitely a spiritual power for sure. Others are spiritual, of course, the other powers, but I can definitely feel, like I said, it's like they communicate with you. You get what I'm saying? You get it, and it's like involuntary, except for when I was like. But other than that, like it's like as soon as they say something, like, "Are you sure?" Like, "We sure? We got you." I can't wink with this eye, though, but they still be trying. That's how it lets me know like it's them because I don't try to wink with the eye that I can't wink with. All right, Spirit, what is the overall energy? What is going to be the overall energy for their change and their shift? When I said y'all was my spiritual power, I hope that y'all took that like I know because you literally have magic. So you could be drawn to I'm hearing make more elixirs or like potions or remedies for self or getting more into like apothecary and herbalistic remedies. It could be doing a whole lot more candle magic or grounding in earth magic. You could be drawn to the color purple, lavender, as well as like orange and green. You could be drawn to eat more purple foods and or be drawn to the color purple, like to wear the color purple as well. Um, Purple is that divine energy in itself. You can also be drawn to explore more things outside of the box in the realm of your spirituality in itself. So you, and it means of like I said, I kept seeing winks, and so I had to look up what the fuck winks meant. It's like diving deeper into things and not just brushing them off as you possibly used to. It can be, I'm seeing animals like coming up straight to you, like birds. Like as soon as you leave the house, each and every day, it's just a bird sitting right outside or on your car, like hey, hey, or animals, cats, dogs, or you're like out hiking and you're like recording a video. You're gonna be blessed and protected, but you're recording a video and you see like a puma, not a puma, but like a mountain lion or like a wolf or somebody behind you and it's staring at you. And you're possibly scared, and you're like, oh shit, did I bring everything? But then it's almost like they literally bow to you. I'm seeing this, telling you, it's the truth. Again, a very spiritual crowd here. And it's like, oh, they almost bow to you and then they just leave. And not like I'm running off like, we're scampering, but like, we're leaving. We've seen you. You've seen us. We're here to acknowledge you the same way to acknowledge us. Okay, this weekend gotta stop. This weekend gotta stop. Acknowledge us, and we're here, and we notice you. So it's gonna be things like that that are very magical, almost a very Disney princess, Aladdin-esque, very things that are just out of the norm, right? That are just like, how did this happen? How is this possible? How is this, going forth? And it's going to be just really some crazy things happening. And it's going to be very unexplainable, very weird, very out there. You could be having some of the most randomest conversations, learning some of the most craziest things, and it's just going to be very, very, very powerful for you. And you're going to feel this surge of power within yourself. And I'm hearing it's going to be like, it's like your manifestations are like instant gratification, but they're not going to be instant gratification in a sense of like you say, like, damn, you know what great is if we was able to take a trip here and now somebody's giving you the resources to plan that trip there. Somebody just pulled up, so I may have to pause soon. But that's good because we're going to get into further explanation. But this very powerful magical energy is happening for you and in your life. But we're going to take a brief pause so that way they can come in and we can get into this even further, okay? Thank you so much for your patience. Even though you probably didn't notice except for a little. But also very, very magical energy. Because literally I lost this. And I have this, like I went to bed with it and everything. Like it stays on me. If you see it, it stays on me. If it's not on my neck, it's on my ankle, it stays on me. Even if it's in here, it's going to stay on me. But I lost it. I woke up this morning and I was like talking. I'm like something feels off. And then I'm talking. I'm doing like my daily recordings that I do. I'm about dreams and things of that sort. And I'm like, where the fuck is my? Because this is also what I use for my pendulum as well. So I'm like, where the hell is my copper bracelet? Looked in the blankets, looked in everything. And I'm like, where's the couch and stuff? And I'm like, what? Where the fuck is my shit? Tell me why I just found it. Because I was going over there in the trash can just to, spit, and I found it on top of fucking hot dog buns. On top of fucking hot dog buns. And so again, it's like this spiritual crazy energy, like literally had it on me when I went to bed. The fact that it ended over here on hot dog buns, it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. And so it's letting me know that this magical energy is going to be things like that happening right before the transformation. A day or two right before the transformation is going to be like, holy shit, why did this is not, and it's going to be crazy, but it's going to be very spiritual. And like the copper is grounded, it's that centered understanding work. It's going to be that energy. It's going to come with that confirmation. It's going to come with that clarity because you are a magical being. And when I am recording this, we are in that Libra, soon to be Scorpio energy, that eighth house energy as well, pulling into your personal power. So let's see what other things we should look out for in that regard for you in regards to what's going to happen right before the transformation. When I say that you're magical, I really hope that this is just a confirmation for you. That I'm just adding to the boost of your ego that is necessary. Because you are. We have you do for you. Because even when you die, you got spirit. It says with you 24/7, 365, day in and day out. Again, and that purple energy is coming in very strong for you. And so what this means is you do for you, because even when you die, you got spirit. It's like I have to live for myself because I'm also living for my soul. And my soul is eternal. Yes, this is just the physical body that I'm currently in. But my soul is eternal and I'm living out my soul's purpose, my soul's energy. And so once I'm recognizing that my soul is with me at all times, and so is my body, I can combine that spiritual with that natural, like I said, getting more into apothecary, getting more into possible crystals, tarot readings, dreams, astral projections. It's so many fucking magical gifts. I don't even want to limit you. But it's really pulling into that because you're recognizing that is with me everywhere I go. And that's what I meant by the instant gratification. It's not so much instant gratification as like, again, we're saying, like, are you saying like, damn, I could really use my vacation right now. Like, that would be great. And then all of a sudden the resources come in. Or like an opportunity comes in. Like it's like it says it almost instantly. It won't be instant gratification, but it fills you with that energy of like, damn, like I said, you really are the shit. Right? If you know, you know, we have earth, wind, fire, and air. We don't know, and we don't care. Whatever they say, I forgot. But it's the Hex Girls off of Scooby Doo. Again, and they're witches essentially. They are literally witches. The Hex Girls are literally witches, but they are also a band. So music can be very significant. Sirens can be very significant. Using your voice, being vocal and in position of that as well is going to be very significant. And they all have their own things. Like some of them can read the music and it helps crack the code if you watch Mystery Incorporated Scooby Doo, because that was really good. just all of this. And they were able to battle with these zombies that essentially came back from the dead, but they weren't the dead, but they were able to use like the guitars and their power to actually put out an actual energetic frequency that you can see and feel. So again, it's going to be something. So pay attention to the music around you. Um, I'm hearing like upcoming concerts in your area around you, Ashe, but it's really coming in because you're recognizing that I'm living for my spirit. If I'm living for and with my spirit, it's definitely going to happen for you. Okay, we have they've been missing you, and that's right under both of those. And this is letting me know it's just almost like also coming back to yourself. Like I said, this should be a confirmation of your power, of your strength, of your glory, of like the magic that you have inside of you that you can utilize and use. It should be a confirmation. And I feel like with this, they've been missing you. It's this energy that you have been missing you, right? It's like I'm seeing Hocus Pocus, and she was like, "Oh, book," and the book literally comes to her. Fuck number two, because number two shouldn't have happened in that way. We're talking about number one, and the book literally follows her. It's drawn to her voice, and literally, even though it's supposed to be the devil's book, it loves her. It stays with her. It listens to her. So it's this energy of like your essence of like you calling back to your higher self with your presence of being like, ah, and like you're being more connected. And now again, it's like this, things are happening more quickly and instant, and things are just weird. Like, how the fuck did that happen? What is going on? Now I'm seeing that lady that's have hummingbirds just coming to her house, and they like to come inside. Sometimes they get trapped, but she always lets them out. But she's been seeing them, and so it's things like that where it's like, how is this happening? Again, a lot to do with animals. Ashe. We have, I don't want or need trauma to get my blessings. Again, recognizing who you are, living in your purpose, recognizing that truth. So again, you can be drawn to wear certain things that you're possibly like, oh, I can't, or I shouldn't, but now you're wearing them boldly, courageously. It could be purple lipstick, and you're like, I don't know if I'm there's just layers because I literally kind of got something similar as well. So very spiritual, where you are recognizing I don't need to be in pain, I don't need to be in stress, I don't need trauma, I don't need challenges to get blessings. I can just speak it and it's done. I can create something and it's there. I can think something and it's coming into life, because that's how it is. And so we have, I am currently dot dot dot, because I'm hearing your life is like in them emotion, everybody's is, but like I said, it's like you say something, you feel something, you're going through something, like, Spirit, I need help, I need this, or Spirit, that would be nice, or they should do this or that, or I need to do this better. Whatever it is, it's like you're able to take in all of these elements, all of this force, and it happens. So with this, I am currently, it's like I'm currently moving, I'm currently speaking, I'm currently magic, it's something where you get to finish what you currently are, what you're currently doing, and how that operates, which is why it says you do for you, because you do. And you're always going to. So around that time that big change is going to be stuff like that. I literally was looking for this, and I was scared I wasn't going to be able to find it, because I literally likes to just go missing. Even found in random places that I do need as necessary. So again, hot dog buns. Again, I went to bed with this. Okay, so it's going to be things like that where it's just very unexplainable things happening, but it's going to be something that helps you find your power, use your power, grow your power. Yeah, really pay attention to animals for sure, even if they're your own pets. Pay attention, okay? Because they're also giving you signs and messages and energies. But that has been your reading pile number 2. I love you so much. Love yourselves more. Until next time. Hello, pile number 3, my final pile. Hope that you are doing grand and great. We're going to get into the overall energy as well as channel messages, or just pull messages as well, for what things to kind of look out for, what signs or messages are going to be happening, what energies are going to be around before you get that big shift, that big blessings, that big justice, that big change, that transformation that is needed and necessary in your life. Okay, so let's go ahead and set that up For pile number 3, Spirit, what do we have? Ooh, you guys got knowledge coming in here. So right before your level up, you can be drawn to reading more books, doing a whole lot more research, looking at your own research that you've done, or papers or books that you've read in journals. It can also be getting a lot of emails, notifications, a lot of communication coming in here, so that way you can have knowledge. Because what you will be doing is you will need this information. So it's going to feel like you're possibly going to get a lot of channel messages coming in, a lot of downloads coming in, a lot of aha moments like, oh, oh, oh my gosh. But it's going to feel like that. Like, damn, I just keep getting revelations and I keep seeing it and noticing. It's like, I don't remember what the effect is called. It's a literal name for it, but it's like when you get a car or you get a new item that you utilize, like a Stanley Cup or something. I don't know. You get a car, let's go with the car. And now you start seeing that exact same car all over the road. All over the road, all over the road, all over the road. And I was like, damn, I didn't even realize that car was out there that much. And so it's that kind of information where you're gathering something. It's like, I didn't even realize that that was that prominent. I didn't realize that that was that much. Or it's something that gives you that information, that enlightenment. Okay. You can also be drawn to wearing gray, brown, and black colors, because that's about that kind of grounded information, rooted information, but also kind of that gray color is also that knowledge. It's that serenity. It's that calmness as well. The black is the truth. So you could be drawn to wearing those colors. You can be drawn to eating more hearty foods. So things with possibly a lot of bread in it. So sandwiches, pastries, even things that just feel more filling, like more meals. You could be drawn to eating more meals. Even if you're like, I don't really cook, but you're like, okay, maybe I'll go to this place because it maybe buffets is that. I don't know. It's like this energy where you want sustenance. And so that's what you're going to be provided with. You're going to be drawn to it. You're going to be drawn to ask more questions, be a lot more inquisitive as well around this time. And it's like, yeah, I'm very inquisitive, but you're going to be a lot more bold and vocal with it. You're also not going to second guess yourself as much. It's going to be coming in with this reassurance of, I know what the hell I'm talking about. I know what the hell I'm saying. I know what the hell I'm doing. And not in a way of like, I'm not going to take advice, because you're going to be getting a lot of information and you're willing to take that advice. But it's like recognizing, okay, I got the information and I know that it's the truth. I done did my research. I done understood it. I done asked the question. So it's coming in a way that is very like, it's like a teacher walking into the classroom. They know exactly what they're going to teach. They know exactly how it's going to work out. They can answer questions, and if they can't answer questions, they're like, don't worry, I can research that. I know where to find the answer. So again, it's this knowledge that you're going to be ramped up with. A lot of dreams coming in here. I'm hearing a lot of deja vu coming in here as well, because again, it's going to bless you with so much knowledge that you feel like you've been here before. So it's really going to be blessing you with that. Again, you can be looking at your old books. You could be wanting to go to a library, watching documentaries or things of that sort. It's some type of information. It could be research about business and how it works in your area or whatever it is. But Spirit is going to be blessing you with knowing that this new transformation, this new shit that you're walking into, you're not going to be blindsided by. You're going to have the information. You're going to have the truth. You're going to know what's going on. And you're going to know what's happening. I'm seeing, what was that one moment where, like, a lot of the conspiracy theories about the government comes out and you're like, I fucking knew it. It's going to be a lot of those moments too. So that way, Spirit is like, yes, you're getting a whole lot of new knowledge and information and truth and insight, but we're also going to begin to bless you with those aha moments, those I knew moments, to reassure you that you've always been a person of gathering knowledge and truth and wanting to grow that. You're a person that's okay with learning, because it reminds me when Jasmine Gardner was like, I like being the smartest motherfucker in the room. So if you're going to teach me something, I'm going to listen, because now I got my information and your information. It's like I like being a smart motherfucker, and smart people know that they don't know everything, so that way they can know everything. And so it's leading into that energy as well. With Spirit, what do you have for this collective here? They need to know in regards to the knowledge coming in before their shift. Sorry, it was just it's hurting me. As you can see, it's not really like a deck that you can, but it's still here. Okay, and there we go. Yeah, you guys are definitely walking into this professor mode, this know it mode, this I understand mode. Or I can get to understand it. I can gather it. Yes. So the first card that we have is I am using it. Fuck it. You're using your knowledge. You know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what's going to happen. I'm seeing this moment of when I was on the Greyhound and they was trying to build a bomb on the Greyhound and the bus driver left for us on the bus. And everybody's like, okay, we're stuck on a bus. We don't know what the hell's happening. We're stuck on a bus with them. We don't know what they're doing. We don't know what they have. And so it's like, you know what? I kept seeing the bus driver and how he opened the bus, the Greyhound. And I was like, you know what? He literally trapped us on the bus. So I go ahead and I open the bus door, and that allowed people to get out, and all this stuff. So it's like this knowledge that I have is like, okay, I could wait for them to do something, or I can do something. I can change something. I can shift something. And it's kind of that. And I'm also thinking about, again, I'm not with this knowledge of like using it. I'm thinking about the time I think about it, talked on here, where I was dreaming and I was being, attacked by a shark. And I remembered the knowledge that I gathered from the outside world that if you punch a shark in the nose, get that bitch real good, it should go away. And so that's what I started doing. I pulled that outside knowledge into the dream world. And so that allowed me to save myself, go further, like all these things, because I'll be dying in my dreams sometimes, not all the time, but very rarely now. But it's like I'm using it, or it's kind of like those people that like are showing like a product. It's like you are a revealer of information. That's what you are stepping into. This revealer of information, and with that revealing of truths, it's like Spirit is saying we're opening doors to you because that's what people need and that's what people want. So it could be truth about a job and another job hire you because of like your work ethic and how you work. Like you have integrity, you have morals about you. So it's like, because you're like, fucking, I'm using it. This is the truth. This is how it's working. But I'm also seeing people that try to gatekeep products, and you're like, this is the product. I don't know why they're trying to do that. You can get it here. It's like you have the knowledge. Fuck it, I'm going to use it because it not only is going to help people, but it's also going to free me. um, so a lot of Gemini energy, and Sagittarius energy, those sister signs of knowing, being inquisitive, but using it and putting it out there in the world, right? We have, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Again, those aha moments, that deja vu, those epiphanies, those channeled messages, those downloads, that even, like I said, reflecting on your old writings, your own energy, allows you to have that and accept that everything is happening in divine order and for you because it is necessary. And because you have the knowledge to know, you can track patterns and be analytical, but also allow your emotions to be on the ship with you as well. To accept things, to work through things, to grieve things, to mourn things properly. Because, like I said, this is a shift right before your change. So it's like something is coming where you're going to have to be on the forefront. Like I said, you have to share this knowledge, you have to share this information and come into it. Right? It's like I'm seeing somebody that finds out that their dad is cheating on their mom, and you found out. And now it's like you have to tell your mom. It's something of that sort where it's like you are going to have to, you're getting this information so that way you can do something with it. And it is necessary. And when you do something with it, like I said, somebody's going to notice that and bless you. Like, thank you for telling me. Thank you for setting that up. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting us know. It's like what Monique said. If you ain't going to drop no names or say nothing, keep that shit on the playground. Because right here, we're getting real. We're getting serious. We're getting to the truth. We're getting to the nitty gritty. And we're getting to the raw. And we like it raw. Okay? Like raw. Like raw. Anyways, but we have don't stop what you are doing no matter where you are. And this is how I told you, and this I know, that you are the truth. When you walk in those rooms, sometimes you irritate people because they enjoy lying, they enjoy performing, they enjoy putting on the front, they enjoy evading questions, they enjoy being deeper, um, they don't enjoy start going deeper. They don't enjoy expressing themselves. They don't enjoy being vulnerable, but they like these other things. But when you come in there, it makes them feel like they have to do that, and they don't like that because they feel more comfortable in that sense, and they feel uncomfortable being themselves or in that energy or not living in that truth. Hi, Juna. Hi, baby girl. And so dogs can also be significant as well because that loyalty. Dogs will bark no matter what's going on, no matter who they're around. They're very vocal. So again, it's like don't stop being who you are. Don't stop doing what you do. Don't stop expressing that and letting it be known no matter what, no matter what it is. Because we also have pause and talk. And this is right under the knowledge. It's like you're pausing, you're thinking, I did initially make this when I'm like watching something, I pause to talk to someone. So again, it's like you're pausing thinking about when you are a person that's going to think before you speak. You're one of those people that's like, typically, if you ain't talking, it's because you ain't got shit to say, or you don't want to have anything to say. You ain't got nothing to say, or you didn't say it at all and you're over it. But you're a person that thinks before they speak. You think before you do, and that's also possibly why it's possibly irritating some people in your life, but it doesn't matter because you're like, fuck it, I'm using it. Because that's going to get me the job. That's going to keep you there. It reminds me of the story that Scott was telling. You know, he does interviews. He's an amazing person. Scott Evans, I believe, and he was talking about how he like had discovered that Rihanna was pregnant because she wasn't taking shots, but he didn't tell nobody. Nobody knew until obviously she didn't have her baby, and then he told the story. But that allowed him to have lots of different opportunities with her and other people that she was surrounded because of that loyalty, because of that integrity. And yes, it seems like something simple, but something simple sometimes is not in everybody's state. Like they say, common sense should be grown in every garden, but some people chop it up like it's weeds. So when you come in, you make people also pause their distractions. So that way they can talk with you, they can have a conversation with you, go deep with you, because that's who you are. And so that it allows for better, stronger friendships, that allows for better, stronger relationships in romantic wise and with family, that allows for better career decisions and options and ways of doing things, kind of like Law Roach. A lot to do kind of with like the industry, entertainment and fashion industry. So being that as well, if you're in that, continuously doing that. Just because everybody ain't doing it doesn't mean that everybody can or will. So it's this pause moment, this reflection moment of like, I'm gonna let you, and then we're gonna talk. Pause that distraction, pause that dismissive. Because you have I won't cue the dead into my living energy. You notice things, you pick things. It's knowledge is not just reading and command. Knowledge is noticing behaviors, patterns, setups, dynamics, energies. And so you're recognizing when I'm saying something or when I'm doing something, are they really supporting? Are they really listening? Are they taking it in? Do they do the same thing yet complain? Are they lying? Do they got like this place in front of one person? Do they say that this is the policy, but they don't follow the policy? It's things like that. So it's like I'm not going to cue the dead into my living energy because you're not even living for yourself. So I don't know what you're living for, but if you ain't living for yourself, for your soul, for your energy, I don't want it around me. And so it's also revealing people and opportunities that are there for you truly, that want to help you, that want to support you, that want to be around you, because that is necessary. And so the more that you don't cue them in, let them in know, give them any attention, actually the more that you're in living energy, present energy. And so those blessings are coming in with knowing. When I say y'all are very powerful, y'all are just literally walking truth. You're walking pendulums, which is hilarious. I lost my pendulum during the magic one, and I found it just in time for yours. But you're like a walking pendulum. You give so much truth and information. And like I said, even when you ask a pendulum questions, sometimes you got to rephrase the question. Like I said, sometimes you won't answer. Sometimes you want them to rephrase it to really rethink. We have done didn't even realize what I was writing until it was written. And then over here we have old text. So again, looking at your old knowledge and information, truth and patterns. And then we also have channeled message here as well. Nothing on this side, nothing on this side. So again, it's whatever is going to this deja vu moments, the aha moments, the I knew moments, the intuitive moments, the inquisitive moments to ask questions to get those answers, the answers that you did ask questions to a while ago that you're getting answers to, revelations, truth that you didn't even know that you needed. What is going to allow you to be even more of yourself, open even more doors and opportunities. And you're like, they did this, they set this up. Don't worry, the truth is going to come out. I always say the truth is never not there. The truth is always in the room, but it's treated like not good to be seen and not heard. Truth is always there. Truth is always on the table, but sometimes people enjoy eating air, which is just a lie. But that has been your reading. Pile number 3. Thanks to the signs again, even if you're wearing brown and if you're thinking about eating certain things, smelling certain things that are more earthy or more airy and light and citrus, that is also a sign as well. There's lots of revelations that are coming in, so pay attention and get ready and set and go. I love you so much. Love yourselves more. Until next time.